Hey guys, all right, let's see how we're going to export your Flash file or Animate file so that we can get it on YouTube or Vimeo, and then we can get it on your Wix site. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to open up Animate. We want to make sure that our animation is complete. Go ahead and make sure you do a file save just to make sure that it's saved in case it crashes out. I notice here that it's saved because if it wasn't, there would be a little star right here next to it, just like Photoshop has. All right, then we're going to go to File, Export, and we're going to go to Export Video. From there, we're going to increase the size. So remember, you want the width to at least be in the thousands somewhere, so it's a little bit larger. It's just going to improve the quality. If you want it to ignore the stage color, you could check that. It depends on if you want what you've got on your stage. We do want to convert it in Media Encoder. We do want it to go until the last frame is reached, and then it's showing us where we want to save it. Now, before I do this, let me show you. Remember that if you do a Control-Enter, you can preview the file outside of Animate. Of course, it's going to give me a not responding. If this happens, give it a second to recover itself. You can see it comes back. There we go. So one thing that happens a lot of the times is our animations will disappear too quickly. Like maybe right here, it changes automatically. So you want to make sure that you leave things up for an extended period of time. So notice here on my timeline that it ends at frame 60, but it actually ends at frame 75. There's nothing happening in this time gap. So I've gone about 10, actually really 15, almost 20 frames out. And all I've done is I've highlighted these frames and hit F5 to extend it so that it just stays a little bit longer. Now, we haven't learned about scenes, so ignore what I'm doing over here. Now, Hillary, you can see, again, I have the same thing here. I just have these frames that aren't doing anything. So really, I could, let's say, remove those frames, and you can see, again, if you just do an F5 of extending those, and you can see, again, that's extended at least 15 or 20 frames. So think about that, especially if your animation is ending too quickly. Again, you'll notice there's a star here, meaning it hasn't been saved. So we go to File, Save to make sure that it is. And once again, let's go to File, Export, Export Video. All right, I'm going to do everything I just went over. And it doesn't matter what thousands, just pull it until it gets there. Export. And wait for that to open. Don't do anything while that's trying to open. Don't try to multitask. Obviously, you've realized by now that Animate is a sensitive software, and you don't want to overdo it. So give it its time to do what it needs. Don't push it. We're almost there. Again, just showing you it takes some time. If you're having issues, email me, okay? Not turning it in because you couldn't do it and you didn't email me is not an excuse. You guys should know better. You got to email me and let me know what's going on so I can at least try and help you. If we can't solve it on our own while I'm out of town, then I'll fix it when I come back. All right, here we go. So Flash has ended, and now we're just waiting for Media Encoder. The suspense. Perfect, here it is. Wait for it to come up. Again, don't rush it. All right, here it is. It should be H264, so we leave it. You can change this if you need to, but really everything should stay the same because you set it up before. You hit the play button. It'll show you down here that it's loading. Again, if it takes a little bit, give it some time. Don't rush it. So remember, after this is done, you'll have an MOV and an MP4 file. We will not use the MOV file. We will only use the MP4 file. So here in a second, I will delete that file. All right, here we go. Done. Check mark. Says I'm done. I can exit out of both. And now what I really want to go do is go find that file just to make sure that it's been done correctly. All right, there we go. There's the MOV file. There's the MP4 file. Remember, if you can't see this, look down here. It'll tell you QuickTime, and then it'll tell you MP4. If you right click and go to properties, it'll also tell you there what it is. So we don't want the MOV. All right, so now we've got the MP4. So now you're ready to take it to YouTube or Vimeo. So if you're in Vimeo, I'm already logged in. You're going to go to the upload button at the top right. You're going to choose the file to upload. Go to where it's saved. There it is. Okay. Name it what it's supposed to be called, Walk the Line. And, put a little description in here that says this animation was created in Animate for my computer publishing and graphics course. So that way, if anybody sees it, they know that it's for educational purposes. Privacy. Okay, we got to change this. If you only want people with the password to see this video, then you're going to have to set a password like this, and you're going to have to give it to me. Otherwise, it needs to be anyone can see this video. Don't do only I can see this video. Don't do the following because I'm not following you. And only choose people. Don't do that either. Just either do the password or anyone. It's up to you which one you want to do. So I'm going to do anyone. Okay, you can select the language if you want. You can select tags if you want. That's up to you. But now you're going to go ahead and hit save. And it says upload complete. Click to go to video. And here's your video. Okay, so I'm going to hold it there. Make sure you play it. Make sure that it doesn't look pixelated. Mine looks really nice, actually. So that's a good one. All right, let's go over to YouTube. Sorry, by the way, about my cold. I've logged in. I'm going to click on the upload button. Again, upper top right-hand corner. Notice here it tells you public, private. You need to make it public or unlisted. If you make it unlisted, then you've got to give me the link inside of the Dropbox for the Animate project, Walk the Line. I would just make it public. Click the upload, click on it, say open. Unlisted just means that anyone can see it who has the link, but it's not going to be listed out there where anyone can see it. Again, walk the line. Again, put another description. This animation was created for my publishing graphics class, whatever. Those were a little bit different. You could put the whole Animate thing in there if you wanted. Again, you can add tags. You can change who can see it. Once you're done, you hit publish. And it'll give you the link. All right, so now we're ready to go over to Wix.com. And sorry, I did not sign into this yet. I should have done that. I'm going to manage my site. I'm going to edit my site. And it's going to load. So all you're going to need is either the URL for your Vimeo video, which can be found up here, or the URL for your YouTube video, which can be found here. So you can go ahead and copy one of those if you want while that's loading. All right, I'm going to go to my Animate page, and nothing should be on that page. I want to go ahead and I want to add a title just like we did in Photoshop, or at least you should have been doing in Photoshop. There we go, and I'm going to call it Walk the Line. Okay, then I'm going to click on the Add button. I'm going to find Video, YouTube or Vimeo. Choose which one you're using. I'll go with YouTube. Okay, here's a video. Pull it down, put it into place. Then it says Change Video. And so right here it says, what's your address? So I just clicked on change video. So I'm going to delete that and then I'll paste it in. I'll say update and there's my video. So you would do the same thing for Vimeo, just clicking on the Vimeo option. It'll do the exact same thing. You put the URL in the exact same place. Now all you have to do is write your reflection and hit publish. Remember to preview it just to make sure that it looks good. Once again, if you have any questions, email me, and I'll see you guys when I get back.